Welcome to the next episode. We've actually been on a bit of a losing streak and it's time to turn that round. We actually had another loss off camera when I was playing. Yesterday we're down to 1207, so we need to pick ourselves up and increase our ratings. So let's see who we are going to be playing. We've actually got the white pieces, which is good. We're playing a 1206 from Italy. I really just want to play some solid chess in this. Okay, so they have played pawn to c5, which enables us to play the Grand Prix, so we have an understanding of some of the key concepts of the Grand Prix attack with white. So let's play that. F4 is the key next move. We are going to be mounting quite a large attack down this side. We can actually pin this knight if we want to and take it and exchange the bishop for the knight. Our knights are going to be quite strong in this move. So they've brought that out. Yeah, we'll leave that for the time being then, and we bring our knight here. They may sort of force the issue by coming here. Sometimes I'll play bishop to this square. So I think in this situation we'll take. This pawn is defended. Currently we can defend it with another defender here. I think what we'll do is just castle for now. Get ready to bring this up here. We do want to try and bring the queen over to this square. They brought their knight out, which is an extra attacker on this square. But we can just bring this pawn up and defend it again. They may start attacking us down this line, which is fine. It may be a little bit early to do this, but I will bring the queen over in anticipation. Now they may bring their pawn down here, but ultimately they're going to want to castle, so actually they brought their bishop here instead. So actually in this situation, one thing I quite like to do is almost like a waiting move, is bring my pawn up here, because we have attacking ideas of bringing our pawns up with the Grand Prix. Attack. We've got to be careful of this attacking line down here. They have castled. We don't want to bring our queen over here too early because it can just get a revealed attack on it. So I might actually begin this attack. See what we can do in this move, in this game. Probably planning to bring this knight over here as well. We are really bringing all of our pieces over to the... Okay, they brought their queen over here, but So I think what they're trying to do is, you know, if they bring this pawn down, they can put me in check. That's fine. I can just move my king over. Or I could bring my king up. Just bring my king up. I'm not sure how strong this queen is over on this side of the board. This piece is defended by my bishop. Just want to try and play solid. In this game. See if we can return to winning ways. My opponent's having a think about what they want to do next. This pawn is defended once and twice and 3 times. It's attacked once, twice. Got to be careful, I think. Okay, so we've moved the queen up there. Why have they done that? They can move this pawn down and add an extra attacker here. But if they do that, I think I will just push my pawn up here, which looks strong. It exposes this knight, but is protected by the rook. I don't really see that being a problem for me, so maybe I'll connect. Kind of tempted to just play like a waiting move and maybe move my queen up 1 square. See what they do. If I bring my knight to here, what will they do? Probably bring this down. I'll just have to retreat. Push. Take. Take. Let's do that. Let's push. We've exposed this. That's fine. Right, they've done that. Take with the pawn. We are attacking this. They can't take it with the queen. If we push here, take. Okay, so they've. Okay. I think at this. I'm going to attack the bishop here and get ready to bring my knight to here. They could take this, but it doesn't attack anything else. I'm not sure about this. But my plan is I want to get my knight to here and the queen up here and this bishop. Right. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I hadn't quite calculated that. It reveals an attack on my king. Let's move it back. Because if they take, I can take and threaten the queen. I am threatening the queen. I am attacking the queen again. Okay, my king's quite exposed here. I'm in check. If I move over, they can potentially move down here. But I can bring more defenders in. I could attack here. Problem is this knight's attacked twice now. I could bring my queen in here and block. And they have to take. Let's do that. Take. And we're defending this knight twice with our king and the rook. So I think that would end up with even pieces. And we'd be going into a even end game. If they try and do anything else, I just take the queen. If they try and take, they can't get me in check. The only way to get me in check is to take with the queen, and then I just take with the king. So I think this is fair. We left our king too exposed, which is a lesson learned. We probably pushed those pawns too early, and we probably should have moved our king to h1 rather than pushing it up. Would be my lesson learned on this. If they don't take, I think my next move will be to move the knight. If I move the knight here, oh, they've done that. But I think I can move the knight to here. If they attack it, I can move it up to here. I think that's the way I want to go with this. Okay, so rook attacked. Chances are they will take. And then we take back. And we have the F file. They might try and attack us down here. But we can move the knight here and then look at some sort of jumps in here. We've got 8 minutes, our opponent's got 10.5 minutes. 10 minutes 40. They're thinking. It's even, apart from they've got both of our bishops, but I quite like having knights. I suppose it's not a very closed position, but it looks to me like there's places we can hop our knights with their pawn structure. They've only got a light squared bishop. Okay, we anticipated that. We just jump here and we're attacking this. Okay, so we've got the open file. Okay, that's fine. Chasing us around. Hop here, we are threatening the bishop. Have to be careful, there's not too many more places that our knight can go. I was a bit worried about that actually with the knight, so we just don't really want to get trapped. I think they will move their bishop. If they move it here, we can take it. Here we can take it. Here. I don't think there's anywhere they can move it. We've got to be really careful about our knight here. Where can we move to save it? If we can get rid of this pawn. Hang on. If we move the rook to this file, they'll probably move the pawn down, and then we can reposition our knight here, which is quite strong, and it blocks that file. So that's a reasonable plan. Of course, if they give us a chance to take the bishop, then fine. My opponent's on 740. So we're actually up on time now. We've got our opponent thinking, which is always good. I think our opponent will move that bishop. It's just... Okay. We're going to go ahead with that plan that we devised. They were sort of worrying about protecting what they wanted to do with the bishop. I haven't taken the bishop because if I take and then they take back, this pawn is a bit weak and attacked by that file. Oh no! Why did we do that? That's just a silly move. Oh no, I don't believe it. We should have just gone ahead. We've overthinked it. We should have just taken that bishop. Take back. I don't think we can save the knight now. Check, take with that. Check. That was a mistake. We trapped our knight. That was just a really silly move. Why did we do that? We didn't properly think that through, did we? Okay, I'm just going to have to double there. Okay. Got to try some tactics here. So we'll move the knight here. The idea being, if they take, we can take this pawn, see if we can get some counterplay, but we've got this threat down here. Hi. Okay, they can come down here. Oh. Check, move there. What are we gonna do? Throw in the check. You never know, they might make a mistake. Right, so now we take this pawn, start pushing this one. So I'm being quiet while we play this endgame just because, you know, I'm thinking hard, trying to just stay in the game and stop them promoting. back. I would happily take a draw if we could have it. Move back. I've done the same again. Back here. Well, I'm surprised that they took a draw. I'm actually a bit relieved because I made quite a big mistake towards the end of that game. So I'm pleased that we managed to salvage a draw and our opponent sort of ran out of ideas. We played with a 79.3. Our opponent played with an 84.3. The game rating was 1650. Their game rating was 1800. Both of our openings were very high accuracy, high 90s, 97.9 and 98.4 for me. I made one blunder. We actually played a decent enough game. Let's just have a look at the review. So I know the concepts of the Grand Prix attack fairly well. These are all book moves. That was the best to exchange. Minor pieces I castled. They brought their knight out. These are some of the main concepts of the Grand Prix attack. So the engine doesn't particularly. These are okay moves. Actually, it wanted this bringing the knight over, which I was planning to do. It thought that was good. It actually preferred a4 here. Pushing here was a mistake. Okay, so pushing there was a mistake. The best move was bringing my queen up here. I was considering that actually. Yeah, it's like a holding move to bring the queen, because obviously you can't bring it to here, but bringing it there, so that's a good thing to know for next time. That was inaccurate. Taking back was a mistake. We should have taken with the... we should have taken with the... hang on. The best. So let's do the show moves of the best. So take with the knight. So I was looking at this sort of concept. Okay, so but we didn't do that. It was a mistake taking back. Sorry, it was... yeah, we should have taken with the knight. That was an inaccuracy. This was a mistake. Yeah, I wanted to exchange off these bishops, but this was a big mistake because our opponent could play this move, and I was forgetting about this. Okay, so at this stage we had to retreat. They were able to attack. Yeah, this was a miss because they could have taken with their knight and be a piece up. So we got away with one. It's fairly even at this stage. That was a great move, actually. So this kind of salvaged things. It was an even position, but we were in trouble here because they had a double attack on this piece. And I only had one defender. So we exchanged off. They didn't want to exchange the rook and the bishop. We moved there. That was an excellent move. They moved down. That was excellent. It actually preferred me moving back to here, interestingly. Best, 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 We should have just attacked the bishop. What were we thinking? All we needed to do, if we'd attacked it, and they would have ended up +1. Okay, so they moved their bishop there. We came up with this plan, which is a bad plan because they can just attack. Now we've moved off this file, the king can move over and attack us, so we didn't calculate that properly, which they did. Oh, that was a blunder. We should have just... Yeah, we still had this. We should have calculated this. Attacking the bishop, it doesn't have anywhere else to go. Should have focused on that bishop. That was a blunder. Take, take. That was best moving there. They took. That was best. They moved there. That was best. Best. That was an inaccuracy. We should have brought the king out. Best. I mean, our opponent's winning. Okay, that's an inaccuracy. We should have moved the king up, of course. Mistake. Yeah, and we pushed. We didn't calculate this properly because pushing meant that they could just take. That's best. That was best. And then we move over. This was a good salvage. They're +2. So they've got 3 pawns versus our 1. We bring our king over. We take. It's only +1 now. Come back down. Yeah, they really needed to get their rook out of there. But they couldn't quite see it. And we were able to draw. So I feel some lessons to learn from that. We played some good moves. We played a good opening. It wasn't a terrible game, and I'm happy enough with the draw. See you in the next one.